All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having an absolutely fantastic Wednesday night. I have been preparing all freaking day for this call. First things first, how about you guys turn your cameras on? I know we got a lot of people with their cameras off right now. I want to see your guys' faces. I want to see your excitement. Okay, I want to know who I'm talking to tonight on this call. So I appreciate every single one of you guys for getting on this call tonight. This is going to be an absolutely phenomenal call. So I appreciate you guys, and I hope that every single person on here, you got a pen and paper. You are ready to take some notes. Your hand is about to freaking fall off after this call. I can guarantee you that. So I'm excited, guys. You guys were on Monday night with myself and Mr. Luke Hessler, and we talked about the vision. We talked about this whole idea of how 90 days can change your life. I want you guys to write this down on a piece of paper. 90 days can change my life. 90 days can change my life. Tonight, guys, it's all about the plan. On Monday, we talked about the vision. We talked about really why you're doing what you're doing. We're going to talk a little bit about that today, but write it down. 90 days can change my life. Guys, understand this. 90 days can literally turn everything around. 90 days. One focused 90-day burst of energy that is so well executed. Guys, it can take you from invisible to average. It can take you from average to a leader. And it can ultimately take you from a leader to a legend. Okay, 90 days. That's it. 90 days to change your freaking life. So I want you guys to write this down. These are called the stages of growth. Okay, number 1 is invisible to average. Number 2 is average to a leader. And number 3 is from a leader to a legend. Okay, so number 1, invisible to average. Number 2, average to a leader. And number 3, from a leader to a legend. So I want you to put in parentheses next to these. How do you get from one level to the next? In order for you to get from invisible to average, it is all about recruiting. It is all about recruiting. In order for you guys to get from average to a leader, it's about duplication. In order for you to go from a leader to a legend, it's about promotion. So from invisible to average, it's all about recruiting. From average to a leader, it is all about duplication. And from a leader to a legend, it's all about promotion. All right, so that's how we're really going to start this call off, guys. I want you guys to understand this. Number 1, posers. Posers, they announce. Posers announce. Amateurs, they invite. And professionals, they promote. Okay, posers announce, amateurs invite, professionals promote. We're going to get you guys to understand the difference between being a poser, being an amateur, and being a professional. Professionals in this 90-day challenge, they will change their life. There's going to be a lot of posers who come into this 90-day challenge, who just announce it. I'm doing this 90-day challenge, but they don't do anything about it. Amateurs, they'll invite others to join the challenge with them, but professionals, they will freaking promote the hell out of this. They will change their life over these 90 days. Because, guys, they understand that promotion is literally the highest paid skill in all of network marketing. Here's the biggest thing that I took away, from the last 4 to 6 months in this business is that, people, they constantly overestimate, what they can do in a week or a month. Okay, people, they constantly overestimate what they can do in a week or a month, but they seriously underestimate what they can accomplish in 90 days. 90 days if it's well thought out. I told the story on the last call of how Eric Worre went from making $200,000 a year. One 90-day push that year is 1099 to $980,000. I told you guys 3 different stories, 3 different 90-day pushes that changed my entire life, that changed my entire career. 90 days. 90 days of making a decision and following through, doing the right things. 90 days will change everything. So guys, understand this. The only thing between you and being a millionaire, the only thing between you and being a millionaire is putting 1,000 people in a room 90 days from now. The only thing between you and being a 6-figure earner is putting 100 people in the room 90 days from now, guys. You can do the math depending on where you want to be in the next 90 days. You can do the math. That's the only thing that's holding you back from being where you want to be. We're going to have this amazing event in Michigan in April. I cannot wait to give you guys the details as we finalize those out. We'll give you guys those right around the new year, so I'm so excited. But understand this, guys, all top leaders in this industry, anybody with huge, massive levels of success, almost always point back to a 90-day push that changed their entire career. They almost always attribute back their entire success to 90 days. So, guys, what is this 90 days going to do for you? So write this down. Number one, we're talking about goals. We're going to talk about goals tonight. So guys, here's the first thing that you need to do. The first thing that you need to do is you need to create a specific goal. Okay, a specific goal. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Remember, success is like a GPS in terms of the fact that, you can't know where you can't know how to get there until you know where you're going. You must type in the destination before you can get the directions. If I want to drive from Detroit to San Diego, I type in San Diego, and then I press go, and then it tells me where I need to go. It doesn't work the other way around. So you must know the destination before you can get the directions. So become, clear on your goal. And in other words, I want you guys to really think about this. Why are you going to do what you're about to do? This is a big one. Why are you going to do what you are about to do? Because I need you guys to understand over this 90 days, you're going to sacrifice. You are going to sacrifice. What are you doing this for? What's your end game? Here's a couple examples, maybe why you're doing this. Maybe you want to rank advance. Maybe you want to go out there and speak on stage. Maybe you want to speak at convention. You want that recognition. I know that's what it was for me when I first had this goal in my head that if I hit a certain rank, I would get to speak on stage in front of 10,000 people. That was my goal. That's what pulled me every single day. So maybe you want to rank advance. Maybe you have a team goal. Maybe you want to grow your team by X amount of people. Maybe you want to see your team rank advance. Maybe your goal is money. Maybe you need to make a certain amount of money in the next 90 days or you're screwed. Okay? You're working from inspiration or desperation. Maybe you need a money goal. Maybe your goal is just prestige. You have a prestige goal. Maybe you just want to be somebody. I don't know what that goal is for you, but you need to set a goal. You need to know why you are doing what you are doing. And you need to write down your goals. I want you guys to ask yourself this question. If you could accomplish anything within the next 90 days, within reason, of course, if you could accomplish anything within the next 90 days, what would that be? Okay, what would that be? And before we put anything into action, I want you guys to take a minute after this call. I'm going to challenge you guys after this call. I want you to take a minute, and I want you to write down, number one, your goals. But I want you to get clear with your intention. What would it mean to you if you accomplished this goal? What would it mean to you if you were no longer the person who's crawling through network marketing? What would it mean to your team? What would it mean to your family? What would it mean to future you? Who would you have to become? So what's your goal? Why are you doing what you're doing? What would it really mean if you were to go out there and accomplish everything you could possibly accomplish in the next 90 days? So number one, we're talking about goals. I'm going to challenge you guys at the end of this call to post your goals and to post why you're doing what you're doing in the page. Number two, we're going to talk about the pre-launch. Today is December 21st. And as much as I wish we could have a longer pre-launch, we have 9 days. 9 days to get serious, 9 days to get locked in. We got Christmas. We got New Year's. We got all of it. You got 9 days. If you're serious, if you want to change your life, you will make the most out of these 9 days. You will take this pre-launch and you will let it set you up for the rest of 2017. So guys, number two is the pre-launch. And guys, you can be very influential and you can grow your team so much during the pre-launch. Here's the thing. During the pre-launch, you need to have a detailed description of what you're going to do and why you're going to do it. So that right away you can sell people on your vision of where you're going, guys. People follow people who know where they're going. Your job during this pre-launch is literally to recruit as many people as possible into the campaign that you're going to go out there and make all your dreams a reality, and they're coming with you. That's what this 90-day challenge is all about. People follow people who know where they're going. You need to sit down with your friends over Christmas break. You need to say, hey, we have to sit down and talk because I'm about to launch something that is amazing. But it's not launched yet. I'm going to launch this thing on January 1st. But let me tell you about the plan. On January 1st, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It's going to be amazing. Right now, I'm putting together an inner circle of freaking champions. People who are going to help me with this campaign. People who are going to go out there and they're going to help me accomplish my dream, and I'm going to help them accomplish theirs. Let's sit down. Let me show it to you. Guys, if you sit down with people and you tell them what you're going to do, if you tell people where you're going to go with full belief, I'm telling you right now, during a pre-launch phase with full belief, your recruiting will go through the freaking roof. Just by telling the story of what's going to happen and where you're going to go, guys. The power of the pre-launch, it's an unbelievable force. It's something I can't even explain. But people are so willing to follow you during the pre-launch. Okay, if you have that belief, if you have that desire, if you have that focus, and people know that you're going to go out there and smash your goals with or without them, you can sit down with them. You can say, I'm putting together my inner circle for this launch. I'm looking for people who are serious. I'm looking for people who are excited, people who can go out there and they can see the vision of what we're going to do. And once you see this, I need to know that if you want to be a part of this inner circle, because the people who commit to this 90-day challenge, it's going to change their life. They're going to be the people who are doing well. You sit down with them and you get them to commit. Guys, you need to get this person to understand what it's going to take to be a part of your inner circle. You're going to need to raise your standards during these 90 days. They're going to have to be engaged in the process. They're going to have to create their own team. They're going to have to create their own goals if you're going to take serious with them. So this pre-launch is all about recruiting an inner circle of freaking champions. that if they hit their goals, you hit every single one of your goals. So that's number 2. That's the pre-launch. Let's talk about number 3. Let's talk about the launch. Guys, the launch from January 1st to March 31st. There's nothing but focus. There is nothing but focus. 3 months of focus leading up to a big event in Michigan in the first week of April, where we're going to put 1,000 people in the room. Guys, think about these stupid numbers. If 100 people in our group each bought 10 tickets, if everybody, 100 people, they bought 10 tickets, and everybody's only focus for the next 90 days was just to get 10 people to come with you, we would smash that goal. We would completely fill the room. It doesn't seem so hard when I put it in those numbers. And guess what? Every single seat that you get, someone else can't have. Okay? And I'm sure some of you guys want to bring more than 10 people when I told you that the only thing standing between you and becoming a millionaire is 1,000 people in that room on your team. The only thing standing between you and a 6-figure income is 100 people in that room on your team. Guys, the number of people that you have in the room is $1,000 per year per person. That's generally what it breaks down to. When I went to my first convention where I made a 6-figure income, I had 97 people in the room, and that year I made $95,000. The numbers work almost perfectly. The year before that, I had 53 people in the room. That year I made $52,000. It's crazy how that works when you count the number of people who come to a convention with you. This is our first ever Watauba Regional, and the amount of people you have in that room is going to determine where you're going to be in 2017. I can guarantee you that. And guys, here is our focus over the next 90 days. Write these 4 things down. Here is our focus over the next 90 days. Number 1, sell tickets. Number 1 is sell tickets to this event. Get people there. Number 2, recruit new people. New people who see what we see. New people who want to live a life worth talking about. After this Mexico video comes out, after some of these tools come out that you guys are about to see, it's going to be so easy to share the story, so easy to recruit and get people inspired by our vision. Number 3, motivate and inspire your team. And number 4, keep people focused. So number 1, sell tickets. Number 2, recruit new people. Number 3, motivate and inspire your team. And number 4, keep people focused. Okay, and if you guys want to see what the calendar is going to look like for the next 90 days, write this down. Month one, all out, massive action. Okay, month 1, all out, massive action. Month 2, all out, massive action. Month 3, all out, massive action. That's it. That's all we're doing. All out massive action, guys. What is all out massive action? It's daily and weekly inner circle meetings with your champions. It's daily and weekly opportunity Zoom calls. It's daily and weekly trainings. It's home meetings. It's blitz days. It's whatever the fuck you have to do to make it happen. It's Watauba weekends. It's webinars. It's conference calls. It's whatever it takes. That's it, period. Guys, in order for you to dominate this game plan, it's going to take all out massive action. If you want to change your life, something has to change. And here's the biggest thing. This is going to be the hardest part for every single one of you guys, is that you're going to have to go negotiate with your friends and your family. You're going to have to let them know that during these 90 days, if you're serious, you're not going to be available. You're not going to be, going out and having fun every single day. Okay? You're going to be working as much as you physically can for the next 90 days. You're going to have to tell them that you're going to have to make some sacrifices. And you're going to have to decide if you want to go part-time, full-time, or sometimes. Okay? And when I tell you guys the numbers of what part-time and full-time are during a 90-day challenge, is probably going to scare the shit out of you. Seriously. I'm going to tell you what full-time for us is. Full-time, 16 hours a day for 6 days a week. Everyone probably just got scared right there. Like, I thought I was going to go full-time, but not anymore. 16 hours a day for 6 days a week. That is 8 a.m. to midnight for those who are full-time. That's what we're going to be doing. I can guarantee you that. Part-time. Part-time is 8 hours per day. 6 days a week. You got 8 hours for your job, and you got to do this for the other 8 hours. If you're serious, sometimes you might do it 1 or 2 hours. That's okay. And some of you guys around here, you're probably thinking, well, that's hard. That's hard. Yes, it's freaking hard. But guys, I'm telling you right now, the results are going to be worth it. I'm telling you, the results will be worth it, because 90 days will change your life. You need to move literally everything out of the way. You need to let your friends and your family know that you can have fun later, because right now you have to work. You need to tell them, hey, I love you, but I've got to do this because I love you. Seriously. Tell them that for things to change, you have to change. Okay, and they're going to be thanking you at the end of this. I can guarantee you that. Because 90 days will change your life forever. Or you can continue to do the 1 to 2 hours a day. You can cross your fingers, hope that you recruit some freaking monster. That's not going to happen. I think this is a better plan. In 90 days, everything can be different. You're going to need to fill your schedule with money-making activities. You need to map it out day by day, week by week, month by month. Specifically, what are you going to do over these 90 days? You need a specific business plan. Guys, imagine that you were trying to raise money for a business and you needed investors, okay? Put yourself in that picture. You're trying to raise money for a business and you need investors. Guess what they want? They want a specific business plan of what you're going to do. Guys, this is exactly what you're doing when you're selling this idea to your prospects, because people follow people who know where they're going. Seriously, people follow people who know where they're going. You need to say this. Here's what I'm about to do. Here's the end result. I'm going to change my life in the next 90 days. Are you with me? I'm going to change my life. Are you with me? Guys, the story that you're telling people, it needs to be amazing. The story that you're telling people, it needs to be compelling. It needs to be worth talking about. It needs to be worth following. Okay, and you need to understand this. This is going to be a big one for a lot of you guys. You need to understand that there are all different kinds of people in your group. There's going to be people who go all in. They're going to go full time. There's going to be people who go part time. There's going to be people who will only give you 1 to 2 hours a day, 1 to 2 hours a week. And there's going to be some people who do nothing. I'm going to throw this out there right now. As intense as I am right now, you need to love them anyways. You need to make sure you love them all regardless. Okay? Put the extra focus into those who give you their time, who give you their commitment. But for everyone else, love them anyways. We're going to the top. Guys, success is not free. Success is not easy, but it is freaking possible. These 90 days, it's going to change your life forever. We're going to go to work. And we're leading up to number 4, a big event. So we talked about number 1, your goals. We talked about number 2, the pre-launch. We talked about number 3, the launch. And number 4, we're going to talk about this big event. Guys, all roads lead to this regional. Okay, all roads lead to this regional. Remember this, I said it earlier. Every single seat that you get, someone else cannot have. Okay, every single seat that you have, someone else can't have. And on average, you will make $1,000 per year per person that you have attending this event. The location is Michigan. Okay, we're going to create promotion. We're going to create event pages. We're going to create tickets. All the executives from this 90-day challenge will be sharing their story on stage. The top global ambassadors are going to be asked to speak on panels and share their success stories. There will be top leaders like Luke Hessler, okay, Rob Sperry, Lance Conrad, Christian Jukes, Peter Unger, the co-founders of this company. Mr. Pericles is going to be flying all the way from Europe to come and throw down at this event. You guys are going to hear from our Chief Self-Development Officer, Michael Valor, and he's going to light the stage on fire. Most of you guys have only got to experience him on a Zoom call. Most of you guys have never experienced him in person. I've never experienced him in front of a room of 1,000, okay? It's going to be crazy. We're going to have the CEO. We're going to have the CFO. We're going to have the Chief Marketing Officer. We're going to do something that's worth talking about with 1,000 people the day before. You're going to want to be there. It's going to be unbelievable. So number 4, it's the big event. Number 5, this is big. This is big. You're going to have to develop a millionaire mindset. Okay, number 5 is develop a millionaire mindset. Because during this 90 days, when you develop this millionaire mindset, you're going to have to learn to think different about a couple things. I'm going to give you guys a couple words, a couple concepts, okay? And I'm going to talk about how you need to think differently about these things. So write it down. You're going to have to think differently about, okay, number 1, rejection. Okay, you have to think differently about rejection, okay? You have to understand that rejection, guys, it's a sorting method for those who are ready and those who aren't ready. You guys need to learn to go for no, and you need to understand that rejection is a good thing. Rejection's a good thing. Going to help you get better. Number 2, you have to learn to think differently about failure. Think differently about failure. You need to fail as much as possible and as quick as possible. You need to understand that you're either winning or you're learning. Okay, you are either winning or you are learning. Think differently about failure. Number 3, you need to learn how to think differently about emotion. Okay, you have to learn how to not become emotionally attached to the outcome. So many people, they get emotionally attached to the outcome. Like, oh, I hope this person joins. They didn't join. Now I'm out of commission for a week because this one person didn't join. You cannot be emotionally attached to the outcome. Learn to think differently about emotion during this 90-day blitz. Opportunity. You got to learn how to think completely differently about opportunity. You know, how you view and how you treat this opportunity is critical. You need to see this for what it is. 90 days to change your life. Guys, this doesn't come around very often. This is the first 90-day push that we've ever had here in Watabu. Do you understand really the gravity of that? The people who come out of this 90-day challenge as a success stories are going to be the success stories in the future of this company. So change the way you think about opportunity. It's completely different. Change the way you think about fear. Okay, are you going to manage it? Are you going to master it? Or are you going to let it control you for the rest of your freaking life? Think differently about fear. You need to learn to manage it. You need to learn to master it. The biggest myth that people have in network marketing and in life and in success is people think that leaders are fearless. We're not fearless, okay? We're not fearless, okay? We just do what we need to do even when we're scared, okay? And that's what builds courage. Okay, there's a difference between bravery and courage. Bravery is, anybody can just go out there and get thrown into something and do something out of their comfort zone when they don't know what's coming, okay? But courage is knowing what's coming, knowing that you're scared, and doing it anyways, okay? So leaders, we're not fearless. We just do what we have to do even when we know we're scared. So think differently about fear. Think differently about network marketing. This is a big one. Think differently about network marketing. You cannot have an inferiority complex about it. Okay, you cannot have an inferiority complex about network marketing. You need to be freaking proud of it. Guys, I was in the airport the other day on the way home from Mexico, and I had a long conversation with this guy and his wife with David Roden. We're telling him all about Watabu, and the wife goes, "So is it network marketing?" And I go, "Hell yes, it's network marketing." And the guy puts out his hand and goes, "My guy, I've been working for Amway for 30 years." Okay, and I had the most phenomenal conversation with him about it. He talked about how most people are terrified to say they're in network marketing. You need to have a superiority complex about network marketing. You need to be proud of where you are. This is a $200 billion industry. If people tell you it's a scam, you know better. Okay, you know better. You need to think differently about your past. Okay, think differently about your past. Guys, your past is a school. It's a place to learn from, not a place to live in. Okay, make sure you guys write that down. Your past is a place to learn from. It's not a place to live in. Guys, the past is in the past. It's gone. You need to move forward. Think differently about work. Okay, think differently about work. Love what you do. You need to love what you do. You need to fall in love with the process. You need to look at work as a privilege. You need to look at work as your purpose. Okay? Work over these 90 days, guys. Look at it as a privilege. Look at it as a purpose. Think differently about work. Think differently about support. I'm sure a lot of you guys are on this call like, okay, 90 days, who's going to help me? Okay, who's going to help me hit my goals? Guys, you must expect nothing from anybody. Expect nothing, but appreciate everything. Write that down. You must expect nothing, but appreciate everything. You need to take 100% full responsibility during these next 90 days. I'm not here to hold your hand. Luke's not here to hold your hand. Christian's not here to hold your hand. Peter is not here to hold your hand. We are here to work for the next 90 days because we understand what is going to happen to the people who go all in. I'm going to talk about becoming independent here at the end of this call. Okay, you're going to have to become independent. Expect nothing, but appreciate everything. We will be there for you as much as we can, but we have big goals, huge goals. We're not letting anybody hold us back from hitting them. I want you guys to think differently about social acceptance. Okay, social acceptance. So many people, they want to be the cool guy. Everyone's got to like them. Okay, ignorant people are going to think less of you during these 90 days. It's a big one. Ignorant people are going to think less of you. I guarantee it. Like, oh my God, did you see Christian? He's doing that stupid 90-day challenge, that network marketing thing. Oh my God, what a loser. Ignorant people, they're going to think less of you. You do not need social acceptance from ignorant people. Okay? I love this quote right here. You must serve the community that you have, not the community that you want to be in. Okay, you must serve the community that you have, not the community that you want to be in. Guys, social acceptance, you're going to have to learn how to think differently about it. You have to learn how to think differently about risk. Okay, amateurs, they look at risk as a loss. Professionals look at risk as a massive gain. You have to learn how to think differently about prospecting. Amateurs, they look at prospecting as a necessary evil. Okay, amateurs look at prospecting as a necessary evil. Professionals look at prospecting as rescuing people from the hypnotic rhythm of life. I'll say that again. Amateurs look at prospecting as a necessary evil. Professionals look at people as, as prospecting as rescuing people from the hypnotic rhythm of life. So you got to understand, we are rescuing people with this 90-day challenge. We are. We're rescuing people. You need to learn how to look at wealth differently because some of you guys are going to make some money during this 90-day challenge. Guys, money is simply a reflection of the people that you've helped. Once again, Luke says it all the time. You must love people and use money. Don't ever love money and use people. Okay, love people and use money as a resource. Don't love money and use people. Think about what you're going to do with the money. Think about who you're going to help with the money. Think about where you're going to go with the money and how you're going to change your life. And lastly, you need to think differently about education. Okay, think differently about education. Guys, you need to continue to be a lifelong student throughout these 90 days. Here's a big one, big major key I learned. Network marketing cannot be learned. It must be discovered through action. Okay, network marketing cannot be learned. It must be discovered through action. You need to have constant and never-ending improvement over the next 90 days. You must commit to that. Commit to looking at all these different things differently. Commit to looking at rejection, failure, emotion, opportunity, fear, network marketing, your past, work, support, social acceptance, risk, prospecting, wealth, and education differently. Got to look at things differently. That's your millionaire mindset. Okay? I want to move into the last part of this call. Okay, here's the last part of this call. This is your game plan. This is your game plan, everybody. This is what you've been waiting for. Number one, make a decision. Okay, number one, make a decision. No more playing small. So many of you guys are playing too small. You need to stop playing small. Guys, it's very difficult to get better and look good at the same time. Okay, write that down. It's very difficult to get better and look good at the same time. You're going to look like an idiot. You're going to look stupid in order for you to get better. But you must make the decision to get better. Okay, I love this quote as well. It's in the moment of your decisions that your destiny is shaped. Okay, it's in the moment of your decisions that your destiny is shaped. Guys, this decision could change your life forever. Write this down right now. I never lose. I win or I learn. Okay, I never lose. I win or I learn. And I want you guys to ask yourself this question right now. What does making the decision really mean to you? Okay, what does making the decision really mean to you? What does your life look like if you just finally made the freaking decision? So I'm sure you guys have had a choice to make the decision before. What does your life look like if you just made it? You just snap, you made the decision. What does your life look like 90 days from now? You went all in, you reached your full potential. What does your life look like if you just finally snapped and you made the decision? So number one, make the decision. Number two, commit to the skills. Commit to the skills. Commit to the skills. Commit to the skills. Guys, why is anyone confident at anything that they do? Why is LeBron James confident in what he does? He has the skills. Why is Tiger Woods confident in what he does? He has the skills. Why is David Rodin's dad, cardiologist, why is he confident in what he does when he does open heart surgery? Because he has the skills. Guys, the skills, they make you bulletproof. The skills literally make you bulletproof. Like nobody can fuck with you when you have the skills. They make you bulletproof. Prospecting, inviting, presenting, following up, closing, getting the newest member started and promoting events. Make a commitment to the skills. Don't just be aware of them. Make a commitment to learning them, to becoming them. And remember, you learn in doing. You learn in doing. Number three, your habits. Okay, what are your baseline daily habits? Okay, what are your daily habits? Good and bad. One thing that I've learned is it's much better, instead of trying to get rid of all of your bad habits, to just bring in a new good habit. Okay, and naturally all the bad habits will fall out. Okay, try to add in one new good habit and the bad ones will naturally fall out. Take one at a time and get rid of them. Can you commit to the daily disciplines, okay, that go along with building a business and hitting your goals during this 90-day challenge? That's a big part of this. Can you give up a few things for a while? I'm not talking forever. Okay, you don't have to give up these things forever, but can you give up a few things for a little while? Just a little while, 90 days. 90 days, you have the rest of your life. Can you give it up for 90 days? The I shoulds need to become I must. Okay, I should needs to become I must. Understand this, guys, that we all have primary and secondary focuses in life. We all have primary and secondary focuses in life, but you cannot serve two masters at the same time. Okay, you cannot serve two masters at the same time. Ask yourself the question, what are the simple habits that I will have to agree to engage in every single day of this 90-day challenge? What are the simple habits you have to agree to engage in every single day in this 90-day challenge? So number three is your habits. Number four, who are you spending time with during these 90 days? Who are you going to spend time with? You guys have heard it a million times. You become the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Okay, you become the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. During these 90 days, this is going to be a big one. You're going to have to limit your association with negative people. Limit it. You don't have to eliminate it, but you're going to have to limit it. Okay, limit your association with negative people. Ask yourself the question with every single person in your life right now. Are you helping me? Are you pushing me to the right decision? Or are you holding me back? You need to raise your standards for the next 90 days. Do not allow toxic people into your environment for the next 90 days. limit your association. Do not let people hold you back. Number 5, you need to think bigger. I said it before, I'll say it again. Stop playing small. Number 5 is think bigger. Do literally everything in your power for the next 90 days. Okay, I want you guys to write this down. What percent of your potential do you think you're at right now? Okay, what percent of your potential do you think you're at right now? Write it down. I'll give you guys 15 seconds. What percent of your potential do you think you're at right now? And be honest. Be 100% honest with yourself. What percent of your potential? I'm at 10% of my potential. 10%. That's me being honest. 10% of my potential. Okay, and ask yourself this question now. What would your 90 days look like if you just increased that by 10%? If you increase that by 20%? If you increase that by 50%? Your whole life would probably change. Seriously. Because if you aren't growing, it's because you're not applying yourself to your full potential. None of us are. We're thinking too small. Your potential is literally limitless. It's limitless, guys. Over time, you take a step, okay, and then another step opens up, and then another step opens up, and another step opens up, one step at a time. You go as far as you can see, and when you get there, you'll see a little bit further. Okay, go as far as you can see, and when you get there, you'll see a little bit further. So number 5 is think bigger. Number 6 is let go. Okay, let go. Acknowledge and release. Let go. Acknowledge and release. Let go of the past. Let go. Who you are, who you were, what you have or you have not done, it doesn't fucking matter. Give yourself permission to release those things. They're gone. Release them. Old you, after this call, you're dead. New you. Give yourself permission to release those things that are holding you back. Replace that pain, whatever it is. I'm sure you guys have it. Replace that pain with appreciation. Replace that pain with passion. Replace that pain with gratitude. Redirect that energy into a sickening focus and all-out massive action. So number 6, let it go. Acknowledge, release, redirect. Redirect all of that towards this right here. Don't prove people wrong. Prove yourself right. Become who you know you're supposed to become, because once again, 90 days can change your freaking life. Number 6 is let it go. Number 7, create that vision. Create your vision. Guys, create a vision for the future after these next 90 days. After the next 90 days, if you accomplish everything you're supposed to accomplish, what does your life look like? How amazing is it? Use your imagination. Guys, get as clear as possible. As clear as possible, guys. Clarity is necessary. Clarity is so necessary because people will join you based upon your vision. Okay, people will join you based upon your vision. Because in the beginning, it's hard to get a vision. Okay, I've been there. It's very hard to close your eyes and visualize yourself 90 days from now. In the beginning, your vision, it starts out blurry. It starts out blurry. But just like anything with binoculars, with a telescope, whatever, the more that you focus it, the clearer that it'll get every day. So the more you focus on your vision, the clearer the vision will become. So the vision starts out blurry, but the more you focus on it, the clearer that vision will become. Clarity is necessary when you have that vision. So number 7, create that vision of who you need to become, what it's going to feel like. Visualize it every single day. When I look back at my journey, when I had my first big 90-day push that changed my life, that allowed me to hit my first ever 6-figure income, that allowed me to go out and speak on stage in front of 10,000 people, you know what I was doing? Every single morning, every single night, every single piece of free time that I had, when I was in the shower, when I was walking, when I was working out, whatever it was, I was visualizing myself on that stage, sharing my story. I was literally giving that speech that I gave on that stage in the shower. I literally gave that speech 1,000 times before I actually gave it. I had a vision, and that vision became a reality because I was obsessed. I was freaking obsessed. So create that vision. Number 8. We're coming towards the end, guys. Keep with me. Number 8. Number 8. Become independent. This one's going to be scary for some of you guys, but I need you to commit to becoming independent. During these 90 days, I need you, if you're going to hit your goals, if you're going to take all out massive action, I need you to take your destiny into your own hands. Okay? It's not in my hands anymore. It's not in Christian's hands anymore. It's not in Luke's hands. It's not in any of our hands. I need you to take your destiny into your own hands. I need you to move from the dependent stage to the independent stage. Guys, your leaders, we're here to help you grow. But this is your chance. This is your chance to step up and become the leader that you know you can be. Become the leader that you know you should be. Seriously, guys, step up. Take your destiny into your own hands. Become independent. Do what you need to do. Have that confidence. Have that vision. If you guys do everything I've talked about so far, just your vision, people will want to follow you. Seriously. So become independent. Number 9, follow your game plan. Follow your game plan, number 9. Guys, get creative when it comes to your time. Okay, because I'm sure 16 hours a day, 8 hours a day, it's going to scare the crap out of you guys. Get creative with your time. Focus on recruiting. Focus on duplication. Focus on staying plugged into the event and the call structure. Focus on training, tools, recognition. Write out your goals. Know what you need to do in order to achieve it. Pre-launch. Find your inner circle of champions. We're going to commit to this with you. Guys, preach the vision on where you're going and pull people with you. Learn and teach this game plan. Okay, learn it and teach it. So number 9, follow your game plan. And number 10, work your ass off. That's number 10. Work your ass off. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with it. Make up in numbers what you lack in skill. Okay, make up in numbers what you lack in skill. Work harder than the guy or the girl next to you. I want you guys to look left. I want you to look right on this call right now. And I want you to say, I will outwork you. I will outwork you. Seriously, I will outwork you. You're not going to outwork us. Work harder than the guy or the girl next to you. Become clear on your vision. Become certain on where you're going. If you guys have ever heard this, I love it. The one who's the most certain will win every single time. The one who is the most certain will win. Certainty is going to be huge during this push. Don't lose sight of the vision. Once again, become obsessed. Have a burning desire why you're doing what you're doing. And do what you know you should do. Do what you know you should do. So quick recap. Your game plan. Number 1, make a decision. Number 2, commit to the skills. Number 3, your habits. Number 4, who do you spend your time with? Number 5, think bigger. Number 6, let it go. Number 7, your vision. Number 8, become independent. Number 9, follow your game plan. And number 10, work your ass off. I'm sure some of you guys who are looking for the specifics, you're looking for me to come on here and tell you how many people you need to talk to a day. You're looking for me to come on here and tell you guys exactly what you need to do, but I guarantee most of you guys know exactly what to do. Whoever shares the story the most in this 90 days, you'll win. That's it, period. So here's my challenge to you guys as we leave this call. My challenge to you is I want you to take some time tonight. Do it now. Do it tonight. Do not wait. Do it tonight. I want you to take some time. I want you to write out your goals. I want you to write down not just your goals, but I want you to write down what it would mean to you to achieve those goals. What is it going to mean to you to achieve those goals? Who's the person that you need to become to reach those goals? What are you going to sacrifice to get there? Why are you committing to this in the first place? Why? Why are you doing this? Seriously, what is it? Why are you doing this? What are your reasons why? Guys, it all starts with why. It's what it always comes back to. So post about it. I want you guys to post this in the page tonight. Tonight. And let every single person know. I want you to write it down. What would it mean to you to achieve your goals at the end of these 90 days? What is your goal? What would it mean to achieve these goals? Who's the person you need to become to achieve those goals? And what are you going to have to sacrifice to get there? Why are you committing to this? Post it in the page. Let's go, guys.